Emwali is the song that we've just played right there by Kings. Malembe, Malembe.
Yes.
I love this song.
Thank you so much.
Personally.
You got to understand that you are not supposed to be worried about the majority. Because
I remember the story of the disciples on the sea.
Yes,
and
yes,
Jesus was asleep and they were like,
they forgot that all you need to do is to engage him. He might be around, but if you don't engage him, he cannot work.
Wow.
That's why even salvation is a product of talking. You say,
absolutely.
you understand?
Yes.
You until you confess with your mouth, then you are saved.
All right.
You understand? So he can be around, and if you don't engage him, he can't work. That's why people say, once it to be a Christian, it's about engaging Christ. It's about engaging him. Tell him what you want. You know, the Paul says, because we believe and therefore we speak.
We speak.
You know, so believing it alone is not enough.
You need to confess it.
Until you confess, until it come out from your mouth, then it will work.
All right. Let's progress as we look at this other angle of life. Maybe before I ask you this question,
yes, sir.
Let me find out, why do you think people think you attract so much negative energy? Where people talk so much about you, you are so much controversial. I know you may say you've answered partly, but why do you think there's so much attraction of negative energy around you?
From people.
From people. Maybe why do you think people misunderstand you?
If you are going alongside the devil, there will be no opposition, because the opposition is the devil himself.
Okay.
But if you are going head on with him, you expect such impact.
Okay.
You understand? It's a do or die. Yeah. In fact, the Bible says, "Na mitumange mpanga pakatika mimbulu." You know, pakatika mimbulu.
And you can imagine how vulnerable impanga.
You understand? So where we have gone, it's the field where there are lions, where there are scorpions. You understand? And it is a light that is on top, and it is a tree that has got fruits, and everyone wants to eat. And for those who are not eating from there, they will insult it.
Okay.
You understand? They will insult it. And so even Jesus was hated by many. Even Jesus was hated by many.
But now
people who carry truth, people who carry truth are the most hated people.
Hated ones. Okay.
Because the nature of a human being don't like truth. The nature of a human being, they like a lie. Okay. And let me take you to Jesus. They said, they started screaming. You know, between Barnabas and Jesus. The majority went. The majority went for who? Barnabas. Is it Barnabas? Yeah. Yes. Give us Barnabas. Give us. Yes, the serial killer. Give us Barabbas. The serial killer. Few went for Jesus. You understand? Because to those who are perishing, the preaching of the cross is foolishness. So they see foolishness. All right. Look at the story of the one who made the boat is who? In the Old Testament. The one who did what? Who Noah. Noah. Okay. He told people. Yeah, he preached for 120 years. The rains are coming. You understand? And no one responded. And I believe he was lunatic. Yeah, they called him all sorts of names. And that's the time we are living in. We are living in a time where people are neither warm or cold. It's the season we are in. And for the few people who are standing for the truth, even John was only, you know, he was beheaded, you know, because of the truth he carried. And so we are not afraid of what we are going through. All right. Now the question is this, yes, Malembe. I remember there was a time that the last time we met, you just showed me on social media. Yeah. We were together, of course. This yes, I know. Yes, and people were alleging that we hospitalized someone on the Copper Belt because of Mutototo. Oh, Mutototo issue. Yes. Yeah. We want to clear the airs. It's the social media. You can't stop someone from writing what he wants to write. It is his phone. He's seated in his room where you are not having access. It's that as well. You understand, and maybe he doesn't like you. Maybe he wants to make his page known. Okay. And maybe understand by mentioning kings, I'll make my page known. And obviously he made his page known, and people read, thousands of people read about that. But for you journalists and for you people who are in the media, when they mention like there was a hospital, you need to go to the hospital and find out. They mentioned about Gondola Hospital. Find out, was there a case like this? So that you are also helping out. You understand? I tell people that I'm connected enough. I am connected enough to call a doctor to come where I am. I am connected enough. I have got influence enough to call a doctor. I'm blessed enough to have a personal doctor to come and check on me if I have such issues than going into such. So it has never happened.
I'm wondering where all these stories could be coming from.
You should not wonder, because enemies are out there. The enemies
could it be that maybe once upon a time you associated yourself with people around or that deal in Mutototo and stuff like that?
No.
Do you even know what it is, or have you ever practiced it before?
We have heard such. You know, even when we were young men, some of those things we encountered them. We saw them. You know, we are not pagans to say we have never seen such things. No, I'm not a holier than that. When we were young men, you know, now we used all those things. You understand, when we didn't encounter this cross.
When you say we used, you mean you practiced?
As a young man, we were discovering a lot of those things. You understand? We
exploring life.
We were exploring life, and and we saw those things, and we know them. But at the time when we you know, the light shined on us, and God exposed us, and God gave us.
Kings, what leads people to practicing Mutototo? Could it be due to lack of power as a man?
Well, I don't want to be Shivukombe right now, but
Shivukombe Kings, why do you want to reject your name? That's your title.
But obviously, it's lack of information.
Okay.
Because information is everything. Obviously, it's through you being taught on how to handle a woman, and on how to last in bed, and how to do
certain things
in a certain way. So it's lack of information. That's what makes people go such ways. But when you are well informed and well taught, you're
on top of the game.
You're on top of the game.
So you told me, how did this story end? How far did you go with it? How did it come?
I didn't follow it up because I had no idea. I was just ignorant like you over such. Yes. So
it has just died.
I also just read it. You know, that's why we are saying. We are people are writing about us because we are there to write about. You know, but it's just ended like that. I don't know if it has ended.
Okay. But I think it's quiet.
If it's quiet,
but you know, this particular show want to dig deeper and earth things that.
Yeah, but it's obviously the one who wrote went with it like that.
Okay. The other thing is the Lusaka water lady. I know.
That's what I'm saying. You know, there are things that fights me. You need to understand that a lot of people think I'm a foreigner, and they try to bring anything that can make me be deported.
Deported?
Yeah, because they don't think that I'm a Zambian. So I've searched where battles come from.
Okay.
The battles come from that angle where people think I'm a foreigner, I don't deserve to be where I am, so they write all sorts of things. Even when you see the picture of that Lusaka, alleged Lusaka water person, she doesn't even exist. Even Lusaka water said, we don't have even...
You followed it up? You went to Lusaka water? You inquired?
The Lusaka water actually brought out a statement.
Okay.
Released a statement. I said, we don't have a said name.
Okay.
A person like that. It doesn't even exist. You know, in Zambia, my pictures out, but it wasn't like that.
Okay.
And my Jaguar wasn't even
that's not your
that
Jaguar
color. The color inside was black. So
that was black.
Yeah, that was black.
Okay.
So that one was, and I don't think any normal husband can expose a wife like that.
Knowing you're married.
Nah, and no, yeah, you understand. And if and the picture, like we are not even together in the picture.
Yes, I think it was just
Babu take a picture kakakwe babula nakandi. You understand? And when you read that post, it was about political. No, because you are connected to the president. Because so the issue was just telling kings that you are a kada. You understand?
So now tell me, politically, where do you think fights come from toward targeted? Do you think you are persecuted politically?
Yeah. Because of the same, the president loving my music and the people that are in government loving my music. So their enemies becomes my enemy.
Okay.
The enemies of PF becomes my enemy because a lot of PF guys, they love my music, and I go to them to minister. I minister to them a lot.
Okay.
And for those guys who doesn't support the government of the door or the people who support my music a lot, they have concluded that I'm a kada. And,
but do you take trouble to strike a balance? Because you are a man of God, called to politicians, and PF is not the only group of politicians. Do you take time to strike the balance?
The balance has been there. I've registered my statement. I'm on the record that I'm for everybody. It's just that other people don't invite me. You understand?
Okay.
Other people don't invite me, and I want to make it very clear to you that I'm not partisan at all. I am only mandated to support the government of the day. I'm like a soldier. Do
you think if we're inclined to UPND, PF colleagues and friends,
they will still say the same?
Would they love you or they would hate you?
No. For those who understand me, they will still understand me.
Okay.
You know, I'm not a person who are afraid of being hated.
Okay.
Or being labeled. No. It's better I'm labeled, but I'm doing I'm preaching the
You're preaching the gospel.
It's better I'm called a fool who is preaching the gospel.
All right.
You understand? It's better I'm called a kada who is preaching the gospel than a kada who's not preaching the gospel. Let me conclude by saying I'm mandated to support the government of the day. Only, you need to know we don't have two presidents.
Okay.
So when you tell me, it's one at a time. When you tell me, Kings, being neutral, be neutral. I'll ask you, be neutral between you and who? Because I'm not partisan. I'm not talking about the party. I'm here to support the government of the day, the president of the day. Someone was asking a question, why have you sung this song for the president? And he said, I believe we have been having good presidents. Only that we have never supported them.
Okay.
You understand? We have never supported them.
All right.
The day we support them, we'll see Zambia thrive.
All right, no pressure, don't worry.
Yes,
no pressure. That's the song we're going to play right here, by Saints of Praise.
Saints of Praise, my friend.
All the way from Kopala Swag.
We'll be right back. Thank you so much. God bless you.